last few rack of the weeks have shown some perfect end patterns and things like that. Let's change it up. This I call the Impasa Rack 2023. Nothing goes right. So I had a little bit of follow on that break shot. I like that idea. That's a good way to go. The cue ball backed up and came forward. Still got a bit of a cluster in the rack area, but starting out, it doesn't look like anything unusual. Looks like this should be easy to handle. I'll come over and take a look. The 3 ball goes here, so I want to come up short of straight in on the 3 so that I can follow forward after pocketing the 3 and kind of open these up. I've got 2 balls back in the side pocket as insurance if I can get there. Let's see how that works out. I didn't quite come far enough, but I'm still going to do it. It's the right shot. I could shoot the 14, but I want to open these up, but I'm not going to have these for insurance. The cue ball is going to kind of, I don't hit this hard because I know the cue ball is going to go this way off from the 8 ball. I'm going to skip off of there and go up table. So here's where it starts to go wrong because, I've got a shot on this 4 ball in the corner pocket, but where is the cue ball going to go? I've actually got an option standing in the way, but I could go 2 rails like this down into this area because the 7 goes in this pocket, the 14 goes, and this combination goes. I don't know. I decide not to do that. I want to play the cue ball more precisely. I don't want to guess on what shot I'm going to shoot next. And I actually shoot this 4 ball with inside English because I'm just trying to hold the cue ball on the left side of the table. I want to shoot this 1 ball next because what I see is that a stop shot on the 1, I can cut the 2 on the side and go down and open these up. I'm not saying it's the right shot. That's what I saw. And I have too much angle. So that's not going to work. Okay. Let's do the same thing, but we'll use the 8. The 8 ball goes over here, and we can open these up. Delicate shot. I've just got to follow forward softly. Make sure you cut it enough. I flinch, but I flinch after the cue ball's gone. It's more of a bag than a flinch, so it didn't affect the shot at all. And I got there. Now, I could shoot the 6 or the 2, but I don't go into those balls. So now I think that if I go softly into these, I should make a break ball, or not softly. I played with enough speed to get that 12 over. At this point, alarm bells are going off in my head because I've had this kill so many runs. All the balls are fairly open. This combination is going to be easy to make over here. But if you got those 2 balls tied, there's 2 balls that are tied up late in the rack. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 9 balls left, so it's late in the rack. If you don't get these balls open, you're done. You gotta address those somehow. You gotta have a plan for those. And if it involves shooting 3 or 4 balls off before you deal with it, your chances of getting into the next rack are greatly diminished. What I would love to do is shoot the 7 and draw straight back into those. So they'll probably open up and I'll have a shot on the 11 this way and one of these balls this way. But I can't. It's just too much angle. The cue ball is going to go up table without touching those. So I'm looking. And I finally decide that I've got enough angle on the 6 to go to the rail and come back into them. Should get a shot that way, or I have the 2 ball back in the side as insurance. So I'm committing to that. Put a good stroke on it, but it was just off angle and didn't get there. Okay, now what? Now what are we going to do? I almost have a shot in this 11, but not quite. Even if the cue ball came way over here, I still don't have a shot on the 11. The 9's in the way. Okay, I am running out of options, and I know this rack's going to end if I don't get into those balls. I consider shooting the 2 with either a lot of inside English to come straight into those, or left English and try and come this way, but I'm going to miss them coming this way. It's going to hit the 7 or my break ball. So I decide to go ahead and set up for the 14. Because from the 14, I can go straight up into those. Now, I've shot 2 balls. There's only 7 left. So this has got to work, or it's pretty much done. And it actually turns out really well. Even if the cue ball would skip off from this side, the 11 ball's not going to go anywhere. The 9 will go up table, and I'll have a shot on the 11 from there. Or the same thing, if the cue ball skipped off it and went this way, I would have a shot on the 7 or the 9. As it is, I hit it perfect, right in the nose, which is good and bad because that moved the 11 ball over here, So now these two are either one of these could be a break ball, but they're blocking each other. So what the heck am I going to do now? Plus I have this combination. So, geez. Just seems impossible. I could shoot the 7 ball right now. I have enough angle to kind of stun and just split these balls. I think that's not a bad choice. If you're sure that you can split those, they should go each direction, and the cue ball should stay in the middle, and you should have a shot on one of them in one direction. That's not bad. That's okay. I decide not to do that because I don't want to take the chance. If you hit it too perfect, then the 13 goes here, and the 10 ball goes here, and the cue ball stops right on the rail. And now you're like, oh, what am I going to do now? So I decide instead to roll forward and shoot the combination. I figure I can control the cue ball off of that. I want an angle because I've got to cut the 10 ball has to be cut a little bit to pocket the 13. So I give myself an angle. The 10 ball shouldn't do very much, I don't think. And then I'm playing the cue ball to just go straight up like this because I want to shoot the 11 ball up in the corner. If it doesn't come far enough, I'll have a shot on this ball on the side. If it comes farther, I'll have a shot on the 9 maybe. I'm playing for the 11 in the corner. And I got perfect position. But you can hear me. I'm like, what in the world? Can nothing go right this rack? Okay, so what are you going to do now? Shooting the 9 ball, yeah, good luck with that. And then how are you going to get position on anything? I've got to shoot this 12. And from where it is, I feel like I have the perfect angle to go 3 rails back over here. And then I'll have a shot on the 14 or the 9. And I hit it good for once, right in the center of the pocket. Nice. Nice recovery shot. Now I could go either way, 9, 10, or 10, 9. What I'm looking at now is here's the shot line for the 9. So I can either go 2 rails off this 10 like that or 1 rail. And I decide I have a shallow angle, and I decide it's good to draw it straight with that natural spin, right spin, that'll bring it up into this line. And that's pretty much what happened. So this is perfect. I don't quite have a stop shot. If I was straight in, I could just stun forward, but I can go to the rail and off. Make sure you hit this hard enough. Because how many times I've hit that shot and the cue ball stops over here, and then you're back cutting this ball. The shot line to the pocket for this 11 is here. So when you go to the rail and off, it's very unlikely you're going to come so far that you don't have an angle. So go ahead and try and get, I got too many yellow lines, try and get parallel to the ghost ball right here, which is pretty much what I did. You don't want that cue ball to stop over here. That can be a run-ender too. You don't want to have to back up that ball. Let's go ahead and go forward to the break shot. So I took a close look at the angle, and I'm going to hit the 10 ball full. If I wanted to, I could do a Thorson home and draw back to the head rail. But I want to keep the cue ball down table, so I'm trying to just stun the cue ball square into that 10, and that's perfect. The cue ball double kisses off the 10, and it's spinning like a madman, but it loses all of its speed, and that opens up all the balls. Ideal situation. So I made it through the Impasa Route 2000, and I've got another one up my sleeve. I might do that next week. Hope you guys like that. That's the rack of the week for this week. Thanks for watching. See you later.